Hello, this is Dan. We're going to be going over social media. With these, some of the stuff is going to be, if you've seen my social media class before, some of it is going to be very familiar, and some of this is going to be new stuff. I was trying to find something new, either a new topic, something I see on social media that's working, or I will search and make sure you guys have new info on all these trainings. A lot of social media, it is what it is. If you guys were all doing it, we wouldn't train on it so much. We'd find something else. But social media is working. A lot of leads, a lot of business is generated on social media. I know we have agents on the team who, greater than 50% of their business, and this isn't like I did 2 deals last year, and one and kind of my second one came from social media. But agents that did a number of deals and can track back that the majority of the clients that they were working with, either from leads or from networking with their friends, came from social media. So let me share a screen and let's jump into this. Share. There, we got it. And I do have my chat window up, so any questions you have along the way, feel free to ask, and we'll get those answered. All right, let's start with the big gun, everybody's favorite, Facebook. Very ironic that this is the first picture that pops up. I just met him through Facebook. I have him under contract, and he's been doing some promoting for me on social media. He was introduced to me. He was a referral, and we were going over some stuff, and he's buying from out of state, and I Facebook friend requested him, and the first thing he did was post on my wall about how thankful he was. His deal is maybe not, in his mind, the traditional deal because he's buying from out of state. And we did a FaceTime tour of the house and different things, and was talking about all the extra steps I went to help him out. Love it. Post on my wall anytime you want, Mr. Millett. That's great promotion for me. And then it was real easy. I went back in my first comment because the lenders I'm working with have been. He had a couple things to jump through there, and they got him right through it. He got everything moving. So I thanked them and tagged them, and then he gave some promotion to them, and they were tagged to it. So this is going to go to their wall as well. So even posting little things, driving people, it's the constant reminder. So working with Sphere and working with leads in Facebook, we'll do both, but they're completely different. I don't know how many of you guys use Scott Warga as your inspector. I've never used Scott. It's nothing personal. It's nothing against Scott. I've just never used him. But I always remember that Scott Warga is a home inspector because Scott is really good. Let's pull up this page. He had one last night. He does some of this through feeds. If you look, he's on Facebook a lot, but some of the stuff, he shares. Where's the one he had yesterday? Wow, he posts a lot. Back on the first, people must have been commenting on these. Anyway, he had one of those little pictures. There it is. Find 6 words hidden in this picture. So he puts on here, I found all 6. He posted this 21 hours ago. And most of the time, these aren't hide. Here's tiles, just different things. But what this does do is when you go down here, he had, here's 4, here's 5 more, here's 9 people that went through and commented. When you get things like this, people like to say, found them, 6, found 6, found 3, and moved up. More interesting posts about cats. This is pretty good. But any of this stuff, it's still, when people are commenting, it's still making him more relevant. So how Facebook works, and you'll notice you have maybe a best friend who's on Facebook and you don't ever see their posts, and then you go to their page and they're posting, But Facebook, what it does is it looks for people that you interact with on a regular basis. So when you go to my Facebook wall, I comment or like Dean Naughton stuff. That's an ad. I like and comment on Ron Belinsky's quotes. He posts a quote a day. Old client, my wife, of course, I have to like her stuff. Chris, these are people. So Grant, I don't talk to Grant a lot on Facebook. Grant's a lender that I've never used. He actually just won Lender Broker of the Year. But last night I did when he posted it. So what happens, so what Facebook does is it's going to go out, it's going to look for new stuff by people that you frequently interact with, or it's going to look for stuff that your Facebook friends with that have a lot of likes or a lot of comments. When it sees a lot of likes or a lot of comments and you're Facebook friends with somebody, it finds that as relevant or kind of interesting, possibly information, and it'll share it to you. It kind of wants to keep you in the loop. If 51 people have liked or loved his post, it must be something good. And that's what's going to keep, so here's video. See, I keep talking about video, but that's how you're going to keep people seeing your information and getting it or responding to it and everything. Is you want to post things that people are either going to like or comment on, and then the more people that start commenting or liking something, the more people it's going to show it to. So if you have 10 followers, they're going to see all of your stuff, and then you have 15 people that normally see your stuff because they like and comment and stuff a lot. There's 25 that generally see it. Well, if 25 people like it, it's going to show it to a number of people more, and a number of people more, and it's a great scientific method. That's why Mark Zuckerberg has more money than I do, a little bit. But that's kind of how Facebook works. And the trick is what you want to do. So if I were to go out here and right now here, Dean's got this thing about the Dalai Lama. It's a quote, and if I go out and share this, it's going to say that I shared Dean Naughton's post, which is fine. But what you really is you want to kind of find some kind of a meme, a quote, something that people are going to cling to, like comment on, something like that, and post it from your business page. Once you post that from your business page, you want to share it to your personal page, because you probably have more friends on your personal page than you have likes on your business page. So from there, once it's liked on there, if it's something good, people are going to share it, people are going to like it, people are going to comment on it, and it's going to show it to more and more of your friends. And depending on your Facebook settings, more and more people are going to see it. They don't even necessarily have to be your friends. You might have your Facebook account set up that people who can see stuff on your wall are either friends or friends of friends. You can have it set up so if you don't have to be Facebook friends with me to see absolutely everything on my wall. My wall is just public. I want people to see my content, share stuff. I don't post anything super private on Facebook. That just goes back to my whole general idea of it's the internet. And if I go post something on the internet, I know it can be anywhere in a matter of moments. And this could be, you can find an article, but if you go on and you find an interesting article, what I encourage you to do, even if they have an option to share it from their site, don't copy the link, share it, put it on your business page, and share it from there. Because if you share it from their site, again, where it says it's shared from, at the top is always going, who shared something. My friends aren't sharers. There you go. Chris shared Joke Jockey's video. So if I share this, I'm going to share Joke Jockey's video. And what we want is you to post it on your business page and then share it. So then everybody who shares it from there is going to share your business page's information. I hope that's kind of making sense. Let's do this. Let's do inspirational. Oops. Let's go to images. And if you want to make sure you're not taking something you're not allowed to. Most of these I don't see you getting in trouble for. You're going to go into search tools, go into usage rights right here, and you can hit labeled for reuse. So I can't get in trouble for sharing all these because these are shared on Google as labeled for reuse. Here's sections. They're broken out into, I want something on happiness. There. I like this one. It does give credit to the website. I'm going to save this image. And I'm going to make this happiness and we'll put it on my desktop. I'm going to go out to, actually I'm not going to do it from there. So I'm doing this in a specific order. I'm going to go out and use my business page as my business page. And I'm going to add my photo. I'm on my desktop. Happiness, there it is. I'm going to publish this. So now I'm going to go back up here and I'm going to go back to my personal news feed. I'm going to go, nope, not what I'm looking for. And I'm going to now just share now because I don't need to share it anywhere crazy. What I do want to do, so now Dan Kais shared the Dan Realtors photo. And hopefully what's going to happen today is people are going to like this, people are going to comment on this, or people are going to share this. And if somebody else shares this, it's still going to share the Dan Realtors photo. So what I'm hoping is somebody who I'm Facebook friends with, maybe forgot that I was in real estate. This is just self-promotion. This is getting out not only to my sphere, but because my page is public, anybody can share this, anybody can like this, and somebody can sit there and be like, the Dan Realtors, wow, we've been thinking about selling our house, and they're going to click on it and be like, oh, his office is in Gilbert. They might click on it, see stuff that I have posted. This is just a cheap and easy way to drive free business to yourself. Things that also work really good, like I brought up Scott's thing about anywhere where somebody can show that they accomplished something. People like those little brain games. They like to be, okay, you got to find 6. People like to say that they found the 6, so people will comment on those. Like I mentioned in a lot of these trainings, opinions. There's a saying about opinions. I won't go through the whole thing. But everybody has one, and everybody likes to give it. I've done a number of different posts on my Facebook page of just like, if you were searching for a single-story home and you found a 2-story that met all of your criteria, would you consider 2-story? Anything where people can give feedback, especially if you specifically say what I've done before, hey, I'm working on some marketing stuff, and I'm looking for, what image would you like to see first in the search results? Is it the front of the house? Is it the kitchen? Is it the backyard? And people will go through there and they'll put their opinion over and over and over again. And really all they're doing is helping me with my marketing stuff, because I wasn't really going to put anything together. I just wanted to market my name. And by commenting, they were making more and more people see that post. So some people don't like to post to their personal page. I really think a lot of people believe that if they're posting to their personal page, they're going to irritate their friends, and their friends aren't going to start following them. I really think you can post to your personal page about work about once a day. You know, maybe not a house search once a day or a picture of a house, but something you're doing. Wow, I was going out to show a house today, and you know, I saw this, and throw a picture on there. You're not talking about work, but you are still reminding people and keeping the word out there that you're in real estate. All right. Off of my rant about posting and trying. Really, you're trying to get viral posts is what is all you're attempting to do here. Um, you know, it's just a simple get your name out there, get your information out there as much as possible. All right, we kind of start diving into some of the business pages with specific search terms. I'm going to hammer on these quite a bit for the next little while because these are, I'm getting more random hits. I post to my main business page, the Dan Realtor down here, and I have the most followers on it than I do any of my other business pages. A lot of these business pages, I have zero friends that like them, no likes. You know, some of them have a couple. Some of them I've had friends like them, and I've gone back and told them, you know, unlike that one, I'm getting ready to throw some feeds on there, and it's going to get buried and stuff. But this one right here, Gilbert Homes with a Pool, I need to give more attention to. I'd have to go back to earlier All Stories. This one hasn't had, well, I didn't realize this one was as bad as it is. I continuously get hits on this page. I don't know. I still haven't figured out. I know they're saying that Facebook is the new Google, and people are actually just searching what they want to find on the internet in Facebook. They're not going to, a lot of people aren't going to google.com anymore. People are actually searching for stuff that they want because they can find local businesses and things in Facebook. But I haven't gotten Gilbert Homes with a Pool to come up in Google or Bing. But I'm continuously, you get a report once you're running some of these business pages. You get an email every time one of them is getting new activity. And this page continues to get people to it. So what I need to do is go out to my web page. I'm going to type in Gilbert. I've told some people one-on-one, this is new, this multi. This one says Gilbert Ranch Property. Sometimes when you're putting in a community, this looks like a good thing. It's, you know, multi. Maybe first time I saw it, I thought maybe it was going to give me, you know, some people might put in Circle G Ranch Phase 1, Circle G Ranch Phase 2, and this was going to give me all the Circle G ranches. I'm getting some crazy results. I'm actually getting Paradise Valley, different things when I'm looking at either Queen Creek or Gilbert. So stick with your city, and then I'll show you another thing that you want to do. I think has cleaned up another problem. Is when you go to found, turn off from different areas. Either go with grid or list, whichever one you want. Staying true to the search, then when you're doing a map. Map seems to be what I think is happening on the map is if there's something that they, a price point or whatever. So the red is actually what's supposed to match right now, and blue is kind of close and similar, is it's finding high dollar properties that are in the blue, and it thinks that we want to show those to people. And we might want to, but not necessarily if we're setting up a search specific to Gilbert. So down here in options, because this site is about pools, I'm going to select pool and hit my found again on my list. I'm going to copy the URL. I'm going to go in here. I'm going to paste this. Never gives me an image on the first try anymore, but let's see. Maybe I jinxed myself just now, but for some reason, it has not been wanting to give me. Oops. This should have a thing at the top too. All right. So I'm gonna throw a little check out the list below. That is updated real time-ish, but that's fine. With homes for sale in Gilbert with a pool. And so here's what I like to do. If I'm setting a list, it's nice that you can scroll through and see the different houses and click and go straight to those houses. But I'm going to hide all of them. I'm just going to pick one. Oops, let me go through. I use this house. So I'm going to uncheck all these other ones. The reason I do this, and I'll show you, is I'm going to publish this. I'm going to pin this. So no matter what I come and post to this site, every time now they come to Gilbert Homes with a Pool, if somebody lands on this, they're going to have, it's going to be this image here. And the reason I always select one image, if I'm going to pin it to the top, is these are going to update. So another how quick through, if they go off the MLS, you're going to get bad links. So if I am going to pin something, I just want one image. And, you know, I probably should have edited this, homes in Gilbert, Arizona, before I published it, you know, homes in Gilbert, Arizona with a pool. And once you publish something, if you go to edit, you can edit this at the top, but you can't edit this anymore, which I don't fully understand, but that's Facebook. So creating these pages and having something pinned to the top. Now, if I don't come back to this page for a year, I know if somebody lands on this page, they can see, you know, this is always going to be the very first thing. Check out those updated real time. If they go up here, you know, it's say that I posted this one, you know, in June of last year, and they're like, here, this post is from June. Well, it says it's updated real time. They'll probably click on it. So this is going to be something that you don't have to necessarily update. Let me check and see. We started running a feeder again, and when you're doing a farm, let's see if it's it worked good for a couple of days, and I want to see if it's working. So this is home. And I have two of these pages. Homes for sale in villages in Cougar Creek. No, sorry, there was my other one. I don't know. Oh, I think I just confused myself. Sorry, I thought I was at the right one. So this is a pinned post. Oh, so just taking the image down. That's not good. So we are going to want to post those. But so these ones right here, this was published by Deliberate April 27th. So my feed is not working. The other thing you want to do on your farm page, so April 19th, it posted one. It posted mine. That was nice of it. On your actual farm Facebook pages, the neighborhood that you are farming, you want to have this question mark. You know, the average price $251, average price $275. Wow, dropped $24,000 in a week. That's brutal. You also want to have other stuff. You know, we're here 5 simple steps to loan approval. Post this. You know, there's going to be a board of directors meeting. You know, go to the HOA page. Go to if there's any kind of a community Facebook page. I would so like this one. I'm going to go to villages at Queen. If I can spell Queen Creek neighborhood. 659 people check in here. 137 people like the page. Neighborhood Crime Watch. So I've liked this page. It's an unofficial page, but you're going to want to come out to these pages and find stuff that is relevant. Open houses. She looks to be the only one posting on this one. So anything you can find on these that are relevant to the neighborhood, also post to your page. Especially community events, things that people are going to search for on Google, and might find your page and then like your page because that's where they found the information. So farm pages are a must when you're doing social media. The other things we're going to touch on today is, so with Pinterest, some of you guys have, you want this little Pinterest add-on to Chrome. If you don't have it, it's got some cool features. So what I can do is I'm going to go find a page, find a property I like. Here's that multi again. See, it's giving 20 total. I haven't got a response back from Conversion. I'm going to reach out to their support again today. List. Let's go through here. You know who doesn't care if you post their stuff? A new builder. Okay, don't care. All right, now I'm going to click the little Pinterest button up here. And it's going through and it's going to find all the available images on this site. And this house, it's the model, the new build, does have a back wall that opens in the same this. Where do I want to save it to? It's in Queen Creek. So I'm going to save it in Queen Creek. And I can also post this to Facebook at the same time. But save to Queen Creek. Anyway, before I can click on see it now. So it's got Pinterest. Romar. All right, I'm going to go up here. I'm going to click on so I can get my boards. Here's my Queen Creek. So here's one that I just pinned a minute ago. And you can also, and I don't have it following on this one, but you can go through and have, so if you go to my other page, okay, I have my Pinterest tab. And my Pinterest tab goes out and looks at the stuff that I post in my real estate board on Pinterest, and it automatically pulls that back over to Facebook. So again, this is all just free content making my social media sites work together. So I don't have to go back here and post onto my Facebook site about these houses. I don't know why I'm getting all these Facebook errors. Because these are, as soon as I post to Pinterest, it's automatically going to share over, and then it also gives me a little thing right here to follow me on Pinterest. I've had a few more followers. I don't have a ton of followers on Pinterest, but I've had a couple more recent ones, and I don't know if they're finding me here, if they're finding me directly on Pinterest. But Pinterest is another one. I think it's going to keep getting kind of more and more momentum because businesses are finally kind of joining what housewives have been doing for years, and teachers have loved Pinterest and stuff. But when you're starting the house search, at least at my house, my wife seems to control most of that, where we're moving to, what we're looking for. She searches a lot more houses than I do. A lot of the people that work with, and as far as clients, it seems to be a lot of the same thing. So getting houses out in front of the wife, especially if they're in a marriage where maybe she stays home with the kids, she's going to do a lot more of the searching. Find pictures that are going to kind of appeal to them. Maybe appeal a little bit more to the female in the household. I'm not trying to be a sexist comment, by any means. My soul house is the single guys, but don't have everything. If I were searching for a house, I just want to go out and post a bunch of pictures of garages. Because when we go to look at a house, I'm like, oh, that's neat. This is the house. Let's go in the garage and see what it looks like. That's not what's going to appeal to all people. So, is use the Pinterest. Use the sites that anybody in the family might be using. Maybe that's why we're posting to Craigslist. Everybody kind of uses Craigslist. Don't leave Pinterest out. It's kind of what I'm trying to get with that. A lot of people are using Pinterest, and more people seem to be using Pinterest. Here's another thing. Miss 2, Jamie, it's your turn. It's a quiz. People like quizzes. This is his wife, but she already commented on it. You're going to get more and more comments on stuff like this. Post these to your business page. Share them to your page with how you did. Just try to get that. Any kind of viral content. Just try to get it out there. Pinterest, make sure when you are setting up your Pinterest, so what you want to do, you can do very easily is, so I created, this is my listing. I just copy and pasted the text from the top, shared the pictures into this, didn't share all of them, but I got front of the house, backyard. For some reason I saved a hallway picture. Stairs, it has a large pantry, I got the kitchen. Is get information, out there. This, I have 8 pence. I only have 15 followers on here, on Pinterest, but you're going to get, kind of more and more exposure. And, you'll get when somebody searches an address, you'll find Pinterest. It's another product that Google likes. Google doesn't like it as much as they do their own. I still think you'll find video if you have video on it. But what you don't want is somebody searching an address for your listing. You don't want them to go out and find that on a Century 21 webpage, because their website has better SEO than your website. When you are pinning all these, you're going to want to pin these from your business page. So if they come on here and they go, okay, well, let's see the front of this house. This is nice. They click on it. Foursquare. Oh, that's because I did sorry about that. If you do a location, it always pulls a location from Foursquare. I need to delete this pin. I'll do that later. But if they're looking at this front of the house and they click on this, I want them to go out to my website and find the picture of the house. Find the details on the house. Everything else they're looking for is going to be right here on this page. And then with the Pinterest app, this is going to not only, when I pin it from my website, going out here and finding, trying to find one of the villages. But not only when I pin it from here is it going to go out and pin it to my page, it's also going to go dump it out on my Facebook page. So again, we'll get them working together. If anybody needs help getting this Pinterest on their Facebook page, let me know. All you're going to do is up here is you're going to type in Pinterest, and the Pinterest tab for pages is what you're looking for. You're going to go to that and you're going to install that app. It's going to ask you which pages you want to tie together. It sets up pretty quick and easy. But if anybody does have problems when they're setting that up, please don't hesitate to reach out. Those of you guys that are on the team, that's pretty much what I've got for this morning. Make sure you're using social media. We're not going to dive into LinkedIn today. We hit that one pretty good last month. But if you are working in you were in a previous industry for a number of years, you want to be using LinkedIn. Send private messages, post to it. People go to LinkedIn for business stuff generally. A lot of people go to Facebook for pleasure. So as you go to LinkedIn, you're going to find some of your business posts about industry, about mortgages, anything like that, you're probably going to get a better hit on your LinkedIn, as far as maybe not a higher number, but a higher percentage if people are looking for that kind of information on there. But so definitely don't leave it out. Those of you that are on the team, hopefully we will see you at 11:30, I think, noon, I don't know, meeting. And then afterwards, we're going to have a little bit of roundtable. Anybody who wants to stick around, about video. And we will go from there. If anybody who's not at the team meeting, tomorrow you have John doing training, and I will talk to you guys again on Cinco de Mayo. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.